It's time for the hottest show in America. It's time for the Al Rucker Show, where you get the 411 from A to Z, special guests, and much, much more. So buckle up for a wild, wild ride. The Al Rucker Show starts now.
Welcome to the Al Rucker Show. You got Seven the Poet.
Sorry, Mike.
JJ on the mic.
That's me.
Big shout outs to all the affiliates around the country. Be sure to reach out to us on social media, Al Rucker Show on IG and Facebook. You ready for a great show?
I'm ready for a great show.
Great.
Before we do that, I know you guys saw the Power earlier this week, and we're going to talk a little bit about Power in the show, but you know, there was a lot of twists and turns.
Oh my.
It might have been like the best episode. Yeah, it was like, what's going on?
Yeah, it did keep you swaying back and forth. I had to think about it after the show was over. I had to really just think about what just happened.
I started to look for counseling. I was upset. I was upset that anything could take my emotions there. Like, I was mad for people and then I had to tell myself, you know, it's a TV show, bro.
Yeah.
Calm down. I was mad.
That's what I love about certain shows, when you feel like you are so invested and so attached to a show that you forget it's a show. I'm like, somebody needs to hit up Dre right now. Yeah. And it's like, his name isn't really Dre. He's really Rotimi. And
watch this. The only person I'm not mad at is Tasha Mama.
Yeah, she been keeping Tasha Mama.
Everybody else I'm hot with.
Yeah.
Everybody. So look, we'll talk about that a little bit later on the show. We definitely got to talk about Rotimi and the little drama that's come out about him. Ask of the week is on the way. We have Tami's take. Ask Al. Somebody has written a letter. They need some good advice. We're going to give that to them. Perrier Darling is going to be stopping through today.
That Perrier dude, I like him.
I like him too. I like him too. And of course, we have your hot topics coming up right after this. It's the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show. Seven the Poet.
Hey.
JJ on the mic.
That's me.
And we are at Hot Topics. JJ, what we got going on?
So The Rock opened up about his relationship with Tyrese, and he bluntly told his fans, we ain't cool, okay? Actually, he said irrevocably damaged. Like, we ain't gonna never be friends again. And he went on to Andy Cohen's Watch What's Happening Live. What's it called? Watch What Happens Live. And this is what he had to say about Tyrese.
We haven't talked at all. And, you know, that whole thing with Tyrese was pretty disappointing because I'd been friends with Tyrese for a very long time.
Yeah.
And, you know, I always feel like a beef requires two people to actually jump in it. And it was really one-sided, and he had voiced his opinion a lot on social media. And apparently he was going through some stuff too in his personal life. But no, we haven't talked, and I don't see where we would. And
right.
To me, there's no need to have a conversation.
You know, he's very afraid of owls.
Is he? I did not know that.
He was here many years ago, and we had to remove the owls.
No.
I am not kidding.
No.
I am not kidding. And I was like, we don't have any owls here, but it turns out we had a book. We had a thing that was an owl up there. Anyway,
Yeah, so at least we see what it was. I mean, it's real life. I'm okay with them, you know, being transparent about it. It's real life. Tyrese is upset about the spinoff for Fast and Furious, and that it's holding up the next Fast and Furious because they're doing this spinoff. And I'm sure somehow that might affect his coins.
That's what it is.
And because I don't know, what else is Tyrese doing?
That's it.
You know what killed me, man? I've been in that position where, you know, you're growing or there's a part of your brand that is growing and someone feels entitled to grow with you. I've been there. So I don't know. Like, okay, and I don't have their level of money. I will one day. But if you got a problem with the production, executive produce it on your own. Oh, you can't? Silence. Be quiet, bro. You talking out of turn. And then I will say this on a positive note. I am excited and thoroughly intrigued to see how Tyrese is going to come back from everything he's been dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should be fine. I mean, if I was Tyrese, why they doing this spinoff? I mean, he's in Transformers. I'd be asking him what's going on with the next Transformers.
Or make an album, Tyrese. Make another album. The last album was really good.
Yeah, but how long ago was that?
That was like last year or year before last, right?
Was it?
It wasn't that long.
It was recent.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
We know who's not a Tyrese fan.
No, Tyrese. I've been a Tyrese fan since.
He might need you to bring him to Dolce.
No.
No.
No, I won't bring him to Dolce.
Why not?
No, I mean, it ain't big enough. The place ain't big enough.
You might be surprised at this point. You might be surprised at this point. Might be.
Wow, JJ.
Just the right size.
Shots
Just
fired.
the right size. How many people fit in Dolce in your club?
250.
Yep, you might be good.
Yeah, but we push it to
So-
350.
Who's not really a Tyrese fan?
I've met Tyrese a few times. He's been very consistent with who he is both times, and
Explain.
yeah, he's I don't have a problem being honest. He's arrogant. He's just like really Hollywood. Just really Hollywood.
Most of them are.
Yeah.
Most of them
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah. Michelle Williams, she sent an update to her fans from the rehabilitation center, and I thought this was nice of her. She says, "Progress, not perfection." This is what she tweeted out. She says, "I feel the love. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm better." And so, she had just recently came out and said that she was seeking help professionally, checking herself into a mental health facility for her depression. And she said, quote, "For years, I've dedicated myself to increasing awareness of mental health and empowering people to recognize when it's time to seek help, support, and guidance from those that love and care for your well-being." And she also wrote that I recently listened to the same advice that I've given to thousands around the world, and I sought help from a great team of healthcare professionals. So, she's been battling depression since she was with Destiny's Child. And, it's sad. I was a little bit disturbed by Matthew Knowles' statement that he made when he talked about her going into the mental health facility. He's like, "Depression? Why are you making depression? And you over here with Grammys and making a multi-million-dollar?" And then it's like, money don't keep you from being depressed.
That doesn't keep you depressed. And I think that's what I'm really a lot more knowledgeable now what's going on in the mental health thing. You see we had the Anthony Devaughn.
Oh yeah.
Anthony Bourdain.
Bourdain, yeah, he killed
Anthony
himself,
Bourdain.
and everybody talked about how successful he was.
Oh, yeah.
And how much money he had, and he traveled the world all the time, and then he was depressed.
I mean,
mental health.
Sitting there listening, and I have a mental health background. I still have that layman standpoint. I'm almost kind of with Matthew or Mr. Knowles. My thing is this: Michelle and I met Michelle. Michelle's career was instrumental in mine. You have so much to be happy about. All of us.
Yeah,
we all do.
You do, but you don't ever know what affects people. It's like, yeah, Michelle has everything to be happy about, but also keep in mind how Michelle gets crapped on out of all the members of Destiny's Child, and she's gotten crapped on since she joined Destiny's Child. Everyone has talked about her looks. They've talked about her body. They've talked about, so much. And it's like those things affect people, especially if you aren't prepared for social media to blast you every single day.
Yeah, I get that. I just don't, like, for example, it ranks right up there with cyberbullying. Now, we were talking about that in LA. You can't bully me from a computer.
Yeah.
I'm going to giggle at
Well, the
you.
the difference between that though, Seven, you comparing yourself, which I know you got tough skin. She does not have that tough skin. You got to think about it. You on the side, you got Beyonce on one side, you got
Kelly
on the other side, and then you're in the middle, and it's a difference. It's a major difference. And I understand what JJ's saying, but unfortunately, when you throw yourself out there in the limelight like that, you got to be able to take the good with the bad.
I'm not discounting where she is mentally. All I'm saying is something. Shout out to the bros, Omega Psi Phi. We just had our conclave, but there's the saying in our fraternity, and we'll say it to each other: a crust in a corner. And we really are talking about the simplest things of assistance. man, all I need is a crust of bread and a corner to lay my head. And that's something to be appreciative of. You know, in elementary, the principal would come on the speaker, and one of her golden jewels of the day, I laughed at a man who had no shoes till I met a man who had no feet. We have things that we can celebrate every day. Yeah. All of us,
and
man.
You're very true. You know, that's very true.
We have to celebrate that.
But who says she doesn't celebrate?
Well, why are you depressed?
But that's the thing. Nobody, at the end of the day, nobody knows why. You know what I mean? We don't know why. Yeah, but I don't think, she's a gospel singer. Clearly, she has a relationship with Christ, and I'm sure that she does celebrate. She just celebrated a birthday.
And I think we all get depressed. We all get depressed.
Yeah,
but I think you get depressed, but you can pull yourself out of it.
You can pull yourself out of it.
Because it's many times I may get in a situation, I'm depressed for that moment. But I know I got to shake this.
And if you can't, then you go get some help.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to talk a little bit more about some of these other hot topics. I know Al has been talking about looking for a house in LA. There is a house that is for sale that I think he might want to look into. Perrier Darling is on the way. Tami's Take and Ask Al. It's the Al Rucker Show.
Welcome back to the Al Rucker Show. As always, you got Seven the Poet.
Say, Bart.
You got JJ on the mic.
Yeah.
You got the wonderful Tami Roman.
Hey.
And that boy Raheem is still out there doing what, JJ?
Getting them coins. So we're one of my favorite segments called Ask Al. JJ, what we got? This one comes from Monica. She says, I'm a single mom of a 4-year-old little girl. My ex and I broke up as soon as she was born because he chose to party when I was at the hospital giving birth. I had to file a name change for my daughter, and custody was hard to fight because the father refused to show up. Since then, I've worked 2 jobs and sometimes 3. My child never sees me. I work so much that my daughter has stopped calling me mommy. Instead, she calls me by my first name. I feel helpless and I feel like I'm working for nothing. If I don't work, we don't eat and don't keep a roof over our heads. Can you give me some advice?
Well, Monica, I can speak from someone who grew up in a single family home.
Okay. That's fair.
And my mom worked 2 jobs. But the long-term effect of that was, and I didn't see my mom a lot neither when I was growing up, but the long-term effect of that was I respected work. Mm-hmm. I respected, I knew what she went through to make ends meet for 6 of us. It was 6 kids. Man. So I understood exactly what it was. And because of that today, I work just as hard. And again, I respect work. So I think when it comes down to it, when your child get older, he or she is going to realize what you did for them. And at the end of the day, and to this day now, I work so hard to the point to where my mom doesn't have to work anymore because I remember the times when she wasn't there, and I missed her. And I didn't call my mom neither. I called her by her first name.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
God.
Yeah, to this day, I still call her by her first name.
I remember the day I tried to call my mom by her first name. And my whole face fell on the floor.
Me too.
Well, I grew up around my uncles. We were within 2-3 years apart. Yeah. So they called my mom by her name. And I spent so much time with them while she was working. Oh, so it just kind of rubbed off. That's why I just called.
So your uncles were more like your brothers.
Exactly.
Yeah. I come from a similar thing background. But yeah, I don't remember. Nah, I never tried to call my mama by her first name. First off, being from the hood, my mom didn't really have a first name. She had it, but I just wasn't going to call my mama Peaches. It just didn't, you know what I'm saying? It just didn't, it wouldn't have came off right. So
Probably not.
I just wasn't going to do that.
Her government is Peaches?
No.
I'm like, child.
I think too, I'm a single mother and I have a daughter and I'll probably kick her in her throat if she ever called me Jillian. But I think that, you also need to be able to find time, and there are moments, and I get it. Like, if you're working 3 jobs, I cannot even imagine. But when you do have time, making sure that you are, dedicating some time, any type of time, helping her with her homework or, I guess she's 4 and probably don't have too much homework, but, just making sure that you get that quality time in there when you can. It sucks, but, especially a little girl, she needs her mom. She needs, you're the person who's going to teach her how to be a woman. And,
let me chime in on something. You talk about needing her mom and her being 4. I want to say this to Monica. Also, next time around, babe, I want you to examine your selection process, because whatever you did with this dude right here, baby daddy, you don't make that same mistake again. You know, I am cut from the cloth that when I deal with a young lady with a child, that I am clear, I'm slow to meet the child because I know that the child and I are going to bond. And I'm always clear about that. After we done, we're not going to deny me and the child's relationship because me and you don't get along anymore. So, I like to be clear with all parties involved because it's very serious. So I just wanted to talk to her about her selection process going forward.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Good advice, guys.
How many more topics we got going, Jay?
A lot more.
Uh-oh.
A lot more.
Uh-oh, let's go.
So the Brady Bunch home is for sale. So if you're still looking for that house in LA, this California home whose exterior was shot as the Brady Bunch home. So not the interior, because that was shot in a studio, but the house was originally bought in 1973 for $61,000.
Wow.
And now it is up for sale. 1.885 milli.
Talk about appreciation.
Man.
Man.
That is amazing.
It would be kind of funny though, like, yo, I live in the Brady Bunch house. like your house looks so familiar. Where I know your house from? Yeah, I live in the Brady
And
Bunch
then,
house.
like when I'm in LA, because I'm, single, I just don't know what kind of jokes a chick will have pulling up to the Brady Bunch house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, where's Alice? Oh, where's Alice? Okay.
but we don't have an Alice, we have an Al.
There you go.
Kind of just
that
what
was,
it
that was
is.
actually funny. Comedian Cedric the Entertainer, he
My
just
boy.
got his star.
My boy.
Hey,
Congrats to Ced.
Yeah, that's my boy.
put the applause in. Put some studio
Yeah,
applause
that.
in.
There you go. He got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And just in case you guys were curious, there are actually quite a bit of stars who don't have a star on the Walk of Fame.
I wonder what's the criteria.
Well, one thing that I did learn last year is that you actually pay for your
that.
star.
You pay for your star. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I was
okay.
about to say.
So that's one thing, because I'm not. How you gonna give me?
Give me
You
a-
know what?
yeah.
Congratulations, you got a star. Here's your
Yep,
bill. So Brad Pitt doesn't have a star. Angela Jolie doesn't have a star. Will Smith, Robert De Niro,
Wait, stop.
Julia Roberts,
Stop.
Mhm.
and Spike Lee, just to name a few.
Stop. Did you say
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
does not have a star?
Yeah.
But
Will Smith,
So I don't. The thing
Mr.
is,
Blockbuster does not have a star?
Mr. Every Christmas drop a big old movie. Yeah.
Wow.
or the most non-outdated song of all time.
Bro, and
Summertime.
and I'm sitting here mad because I ain't got a day in Houston.
Oh, and anybody
Yeah,
can get
get
a day in Houston.
Yeah.
Gosh, Stephanie.
That's the easiest thing.
We'll get that for you next
You
week.
want that? What
All
day
right.
you want?
Right.
March 21st, my birthday.
You definitely can get one. That's the easiest thing. But I understand why. Like JJ pointed out, you have to pay for that.
I don't know how much it is, but I'm thinking that these people have not even been submitted to get a star yet.
I mean, think about it. Somebody said, I come to you and JJ say, JJ, I got this show. I'm giving away awards. I want to honor you. And I need you to advertise in my magazine for the next year for $10,000. But I'm going to give you this award.
Yeah. No thanks.
Which I know somebody who does that.
Oh, gosh. We know that. There's a lot of people. I got an award for you. All you got to do is sell 14 tables.
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
I know a dude to do that.
We all probably know
all
the same
dude. 7.
Oh, okay.
So Stevie J and Faith break the internet. Not movie producer, but music producer Stevie J and R&B singer Faith Evans. They're married now. They's married now. So Jocelyn, who has a child with Stevie J, right? Did we ever find out if that was really his baby? I don't know. So she took to social media to congratulate Evans and Stevie J, but then it got a little shady because she did post up this text message of the conversation that she had with Stevie J in June, and he was trying to get her to marry him in June, and that was like last month.
Maybe I'm late, but when did they start dating?
They were dating.
They've been lifetime friends.
Yeah.
For a long
I
time.
know they've been friends, but when did the What happened?
One of the seasons of
Love and Hip Hop?
yeah, the
Oh, that's
show
why-
they
that's
were
why.
dating.
That's
Then
why.
when the show started taping, they broke up, and then obviously he was trying to get back at Jocelyn,
Yeah.
and then I guess that didn't work. And
He just went to Faith. That's. I never knew that.
I don't think that that's bad. You know,
I don't think it's bad. When I saw it, I was just shocked that the two of them were together. They were a couple. It's like the Odd Couple to me.
I don't know. It says to me, one, he must have really wanted to get married unless he has an ulterior motive, which could be possible. But, you know, Stevie J was a big producer for Bad Boy.
Yeah.
So they spent a lot of time around each other.
And
So,
that's where they
yeah.
built
Yeah.
their friendship.
Wow.
I mean, she was married to Biggie. I mean,
Wow.
Okay. So she did send out a tweet that was kind of funny. She said, shouts out to all the people who didn't give two you know what's about me before 7/17, which is when she got married. Like, nobody was even thinking about her at all. You know what I mean? And now she's like the talk of the town. So
Oh, Faith said that?
Man.
Michelle Obama just launched her voter registration initiative. So look at our first lady.
Still doing her thing.
Still out here trying to make change. So getting ready for the 2018 midterm elections, the not-for-profit, nonpartisan, when we all vote campaign is what it's called, has been recruiting some people to help Michelle Obama push this initiative, like Tom Hanks, Janelle Monáe, Chris Paul is helping to spread the word too. So the issue is they've had the lowest rates in 2014 for the midterms. It was like the lowest rate in 70 years.
Wow.
So now we're, really trying to make sure that people get out there for the midterms.
Man,
And
you got to. And people don't realize how important the midterms are.
oh
Man,
my gosh.
Let me tell you something. No, let me ask something. And y'all feel free to comment on our page. How engaged or how much faith do you have really left in politics?
Well,
Let me, you know what I said?
I'm with you on that. I understand what you're saying.
I said to myself the other day, they taking down all the statues of the Confederate leaders.
Mm-hmm.
They need to burn the White House down. It was built with slave labor.
Well, it was definitely built.
Build something else.
But
tear that down.
But trust.
Build something else.
But trust. Half of the United States was built
on slave labor.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I would
everything down.
Yeah, you can't
start over. Throw the whole country away.
Throw the whole country away.
Yeah, start over.
Well,
You're
you
so
start off by
stupid.
giving me my 40 acres and my mule. Let's start there first.
Well, we got your mule first. We got the mules.
Can we get the 40?
them.
Can I get that 40?
They down the street. We got them.
They
Yeah.
give me my 40 acres
Give me
and
my
my
40
mule.
acres.
Keep y'all hold y'all breath on that, okay?
They gonna have to hold my mule.
My question is it written out somewhere that we supposed to get that?
Reparations? I don't know.
Is it written? Is it written, JJ?
Why you asking me?
We need to
Listen.
find out if it's written down somewhere.
If it's written down, the people who wrote it can't read.
Elise says it is written down. Elise,
It's written down
you're
somewhere?
so stupid. Elise says it is written down. She's gonna go find it.
Go
for us.
find that. We need to
Thanks,
find
Elise. Listen, coming back, we have the ass of the week. Tammy's take is on the way, and you are listening to the Al Rucker Show.
Well, come on, Kool-Aid, because see, Perrier, he real good with it. So I got to know that you know how to dissect these songs, too.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, he
You
told
think
me
you-
all I gotta do is read. I told him that was gonna be a problem right there. He sent me up there.
So you a former slave?
I ain't no.
You gotta be a
slave, you know what I'm saying? But,
You know, slave. You know what a slave is, right?
Nah,
Slave is what Perrier told you to do is read.
read. I mean, I just got out of jail, man. So anyway, the name of this song, "No Slow Money," by DJ Esco, Future, and Young Thug. That boy ain't no thug, man.
He ain't no thug.
I'll show you a thug. Man.
Oh, I believe it.
Anyway, he say, shadows, let that ish hang like a roster.
A what?
Shadows.
Shadows.
Shadows. Nah, like saying like it say SHOTTA. It's like a gun or something.
Oh, shot us.
Let it hang like a roster. I mean, you know, I know when I let my thing hang like a roster, I'm
That's
popping that thing out. Bow, 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 bow. Everybody dying. I
Okay.
soul when I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Then he played with the bread on We Toast You. Yeah, I like this song already. You know what I'm saying? You're playing with my money. I'm going to heat you up.
Yes.
Play with the bread, with the bread toast. Yeah.
Toast you.
All right, so we got a clip.
Oh, did
He already dissecting.
Yeah, we already. He ain't tell me about no.
He lost me in the.
He ain't tell me about no clip. He told me I had to read.
He kind of lost me in the fact he's not following the Perrier guidelines.
Man, I just got this job today, bro.
Okay.
He played the clip, Al. You missed
You missed
it.
I did, but man,
What's the next line?
He say, I'm a big blood like my partner.
Yeah.
That I mean, they in the game. Shouts out to the blood gang.
Oh, that's the game that they're in. Okay, I got it.
And he say, we don't play with imposters. I don't like fake people either. And you come back and we don't talk to him, we knock him out. You know what I'm saying? You got to, you know what I'm talking about? This place, we ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We finna get into this business right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Out top.
Yeah. Yep.
okay.
You getting real aggressive over there, Kool-Aid.
I'm sorry. No, my bad. And then we gonna kiss all your partners. I really don't like that line.
I'm a kiss all your partners.
Yeah, we say we gonna kiss all your partners.
Young Thug is in this, right? This. I was just asking because he seemed like he probably kiss all your partners.
You know what? I think about it. I think what he's saying is, like, Judas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Finna let you know who we finna kill.
Oh.
He gonna kill him. He gonna kill him with a kiss.
I don't know what's happening here
Kill him with a
today.
kiss.
He gonna kill him with a kiss.
Kill him with a kiss. Sometimes you gotta do that. You gotta sneak up on people and just.
Cause then
You all right, Kool-Aid? You getting emotional? You thinking about your partners you used to kiss in jail? It's all right.
They call you strawberry. What flavor are you?
What flavor of Kool-Aid are you? I think he's purple Kool-Aid. Grape.
Yeah.
He's grape.
Take over, JJ.
Red or grape.
Pick it up because he's too emotional.
He's too emotional right
Get
now.
the last two lines.
Okay, and then
Kool-Aid is
and then the last line is
He's
we gonna
doubling
F
down.
over your roster. Yeah. Okay? we gonna F over your roster. Yeah.
it mean they gonna kill everybody, man.
It means it's gonna kill
Everybody
everybody.
finna die.
Everybody finna die. Oh,
Yeah.
it's like a scary movie.
it is a scary movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
You know.
So we're gonna play the clip.
We played the clip, Al. You missed it. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Well, Kool-Aid, I'm glad that you stopped by because I know Perrier was on vacation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, man. He told me he gonna give me a 40-ounce pack of cigarettes, and I told him I'd do it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I cannot with
It's
y'all.
good to see you, Kool-Aid.
It's always good to see you too, man. I remember you from the block back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got a story about Al
Yeah.
you can tell us? Cause
Yeah. Don't speak
Nah,
up
they
on
just Al was a good kid, man. We did our dirt. Al go in the house, you know what I'm saying? Now Al a million now. I just came home from the pen, you know what I'm saying?
do you need a job? Because Al can hire you if you need a job.
Yeah, get you back in the workforce.
Yeah, because it's hard when you get out, and it's difficult.
We talk. Cause the work source ain't doing anything. I'm done.
But what's your government name? That's what I'm curious of.
Cool.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew it. Oh
So your first name is Cool and your last name is Aid.
I knew
Mama was
it.
tripping, man.
What's your last name, though? That's your middle name. What's your last name?
Hey,
Jackson. What is it? What's your last name?
Aid. He said Aid is his last name. Cool.
Jones.
Kool-Aid Jones.
It's the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show. Now, 7, earlier in the show, we was talking about this 40 acres in the mule. What you find out?
It's not written down. It was a promise by Union General William Sherman. After the war, they discussed reparations for slave labor, and part of that reparations was the 40 acres and a mule, but it was a discussion. It was a promise made to many slaves by generals, but not really anything put in writing. And even when they, went into reformation, it was mostly about labor, not land, and equal.
To be written somewhere.
Equal
How would
wages.
how would it travel this long, this far into time, without it being written somewhere,
Um,
other than the beginning of every Spike Lee movie?
the same way that men are told to take their hats off when they enter a building.
You just know.
No.
Your mama told you?
Yeah, people tell you. I have gotten into full blown arguments with people because I won't remove my hat when I enter a building.
Why not?
The whole etiquette of a man removing his hat comes from etiquette, British etiquette. Before they had sanitation systems, they would throw their trash into the street. And because that's why women are supposed to walk on the inside. It has nothing to do with cars. So when the trash would come out of the window, because the man is on the outside, it would hit his hat. That's why men remove their hat and they tap it to knock off the trash. We don't even know why we practice that, but because it's disrespectful.
How do you know that you don't have dirt on your hat?
Well, I might, but there ain't no banana peels.
Yeah.
And no.
Gosh, I'm learning a lot.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So, I mean, because of course, if someone opens the window, throws out trash, it's not going to slide down the building. That's why it's okay for women to keep their hats on in the building.
Let's just say this for the record. The reason why you don't take off your hat is because you don't have a haircut.
No, I could be faded fresh, and I will not remove my hat. Because this is the thing. My drinks have to match my outfit. You didn't know that. I'm telling you, my drink has to match my outfit.
That's different.
Okay. So if you got on red, you going to drink something that's red?
Cranberry and vodka.
There you go. Okay. All right. Well, we learned something new.
Well, I bet you guys didn't know this. There's a lot of fronting going on social media.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if you all ever look to Instagram or Facebook for travel ideas, but... I cannot stand Seven. Just looking at his face. You always look so suspect. But a new study found that 36% of millennial travelers admit to posting misleading pictures about their vacation.
Lies.
And what actually took place.
Lies you tell.
Yeah. So that's a lot. 36% is like, dang, everybody lying. So just be careful when you are going to the social media and you're seeing like, oh my God, this was like spectacular. Look at this. A lot of stuff is just made up.
Yeah,
Man.
you can't believe social media anyway.
Watching people highlight reel.
Yeah.
I got a friend. He got into it with his girlfriend because she was, posting pics. And like, I was like, bro, it's just social media. She's just posting pics. He was like, yeah, bro, but she's not in a hotel. She in the bathroom right now in the tub.
Yeah. But I think everything does not need to be posted on social media. I think people go a little bit overboard.
No, but what JJ was talking about is though how they try to make it look
like they do. Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah. I mean, they do. But
have you ever known somebody to post something and it wasn't real?
Yes.
What was it?
Yes. This dude named Dante that used to work for me always posted stuff.
Why did you just blast Dante on
Dante
the air?
Broke as a joke, and he was posting all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Like he's sitting there next to me, talking about we chilling, we in the mall. Like no, look, he be me and him standing next to me at Dolce, and he posting pictures talking about he in the Galleria.
Oh wow.
He in Louis Vuitton stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And when they I just felt like I didn't have the imagination necessary for social media because the whole let me lie about it, I couldn't do it. And
people do that for followers. They want followers.
Yeah.
They feel good about having followers.
Or likes. You want likes.
Yeah, likes
I think,
and followers.
The only thing I can say that I have seen is like, you might be on vacation and you go and you might make it seem like you were there longer than you were. Like
True.
Post it up on, at the pool or whatever. And really you was there like 10 minutes. Like you just went to take the picture and then you're going someplace else.
I see people do it all the time.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I travel with y'all. Y'all know how I'm an avid traveler. Y'all know.
What's your favorite spot to visit?
Oh my God.
I bet I can guess.
Brazil.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were.
But
gonna
I'm
say
trying
that.
to retire in Brazil. Oh, what? You mean stateside or abroad?
Just,
No,
just
I
overall.
mean,
Just
overall,
anywhere.
that's your favorite place. What makes
I-
it your favorite, Seven?
It is the first place that I visited that I did not experience any racism.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy. Your color doesn't, because they are several colors.
Yeah.
And it does not matter. And it's
Yeah.
crazy to be talking to somebody and they showing you love, and it's, I got a little more money
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, but that's not what it was about. I mean, I could walk in the store and not be followed. It was,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
was,
wow.
yeah.
That's good.
What about you, Al?
Everybody who knows me, I love Ocho Rios,
Eight River.
Montego Bay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always there. I love Ocho Rios and Montego Bay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the first place I went abroad.
Yeah.
Ocho
I went to
Rios.
Ocho
Yeah,
Rios.
Ocho
Me
Rios,
too.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my first time
I have
going.
a home in down there. So
I fell on Dunn's River.
did you?
Boy, I thought I was gonna go down that whole water. I was whoever was holding on to my hand, I know they still probably have fingernail marks in their hand. 'Cause
Oh my
What
god!
about yourself, Joe?
My favorite place, honestly, Shanghai was amazing. I know I was there with a lot of kids because my daughter was there with her school. But Shanghai is like, you can really turn up. Like these
Yeah.
people there, like it was like New York. It's like a
Really?
little new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, I gotta go. I
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Well, y'all make sure y'all check that out. Let me ride in your suitcase, Seven, okay? All right, coming up, we got a little bit more of the Al Rucker Show. Don't move.
It's the T, the A, the M, the I, the T, the A, the M, the I. It's Tami. It's Tami. Tami say, kick that knowledge, girl.
You see that? That's called morning traffic. That's the grind. That's the hustle. And I showed you that for this reason. Every single day, people get up and they do the same thing. They sit in that morning traffic because they have somewhere to be. They have something to do. They've got a job to handle. The dream is free. The hustle is not. The hustle costs, and the grind waits for nobody. So don't complain. Don't get upset. Don't wonder, oh, what am I doing here? What's my purpose? Your purpose will come to you. The objective is to keep going forward, keep pushing forward. Sit in that damn morning traffic if you have to, but you have to continue, okay? The dream is free. The drive, the achievement, the tenacity to make the dream come to fruition is not, baby. Get on up. Get in your version of morning traffic.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show, and we're at the segment we call Ass of the Week. Who we got, Jay?
Roseanne Barr. Oh, Roseanne. Gotta love her. Roseanne, apparently, she just hasn't learned when to shut it up. So she uploaded this YouTube video last week where she was like irate after this interviewer mentioned her infamous tweet. And, if you don't remember what happened, well, she explains it. Here you go.
Hi, this is Roseanne Barr, and I'd like to welcome you to my own studio where I'm able to speak for myself to my fellow and sister Americans without the filter of the biased media. This was my statement from the very beginning, and it will continue to be forever because it is the truth. When ABC called and asked me to explain my egregious and unforgivable tweet, I told them I thought Valerie Jarrett was white. And I also said, and I'm willing to go on The View, Jimmy Kimmel, or whatever other show you want me to go on and explain that to my audience. Now, instead what happened was about 40 minutes after that, my show was canceled before even one advertiser pulled out, and I was labeled a racist. Why, you ask? Well, the answer is simple. It's because I voted for Donald Trump, and that is not allowed in Hollywood.
Seven's having one of those moments that he had in LA where he couldn't stop laughing and he just went into total tears.
So what's wrong, Seven?
Every time I look at her face, all I can hear is, it's stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Stop playing in my head, bro.
You're so retarded, man.
Oh my
Do you
God.
think that she's like blackballed, I guess, because she voted for Trump?
I don't think so. I mean, more people in Hollywood voted for Trump. They're just not saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even people who talk about it today still figure they was voting for the lesser of two evils. Some people didn't like Hillary, and people didn't like Trump. They just voted for the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
I wonder, did Trump and Harvey Weinstein ever party together?
I wouldn't be
And with
surprised.
Roseanne was there
I'm
too.
sure Roseanne was probably there. Roseanne's probably still tipsy from that party because she
Yeah.
sounds like she's got something going on.
Lit.
Does she? Like maybe drugs or alcohol or something? I don't know.
Well, cocaine is a powerful drug.
So I've heard.
I'm sorry, man.
Too much money too. She got too much money. She don't care. Roseanne ain't.
She
Even
ain't
though
hurting.
they canceled her show, and I hear they still finna do a spinoff of the show.
Yeah, where she'll still be the producer, right?
Yeah, she still be producer, but
She won't be on the show.
She won't be on the show, so she still gonna win. So it's just one of those things. But yeah, apparently Roseanne is she does need to learn to just be quiet, stop taking interviews, and stop talking about stuff.
She's like the I'm trying to say this and be politically correct. She's like,
Why? She not.
well, but I'm not her either. I'm a little different. She reminds me of like the Kanye West. Like she's like her own version of Kanye West. It's like he hates black people. Like that's what. Like I'm like, God, you guys sound exactly the same. I feel like it's just the.
Well, that's
entertainment
not
industry.
what in defense of Jesus. That is not how he expressed himself. He said
George Bush.
George
is
Bush
black.
does not like black people.
Black people.
Yeah, but it's
Now.
still.
Who was the guy next to him?
Oh, the comedian.
Yeah, the comedian.
His
What's his
reaction was
It
priceless.
was.
His eyes got big.
You know what? Anytime Kanye says something, we don't need to look at Kanye. We need to look at the person in close vicinity.
Yeah. The Taylor Swift incident.
Beyonce face,
Yeah, right.
Beyonce
Beyonce's
face
face.
made it memorable.
What her
Yeah.
face looked like, Seven? Show me what her face looked like.
She didn't know. No, nobody knew.
Nobody
he
knew it was
gonna
about to
say,
happen.
man.
Yeah, nobody knew it was coming.
why? And then it just seems like when you actually see stuff like this happen in person, you see like people, I don't know, whether it's an argument or something, it just seems like it happens in slow motion. You're like,
Al
is
used to
this
do me like
happening?
that.
What?
I never knew what you was gonna say. Oh my God!
Oh.
When we be
Wow.
at Dolce, you never know what's gonna come out of his mouth, and you just kind of be like,
Oh wow.
That's a different environment, though. That's
"It's
a different-
Earth." What do you mean?
But it's-
You can't say some of those things, man.
It's our Earth.
It's our Earth.
If it's yours, then you say what you want to say.
Oh, so Roseanne can say.
But this is not Roseanne's Earth.
Do you think that she rightly should have had her show taken away?
Yes, I agree 100% with that.
She says that she believes she didn't say it as a racist comment. She thought the lady was white. So then that would take away the racist connotation, right?
Even if you take out the incident, let's say she didn't know the lady was black. She thought she was white.
Okay,
You still degrading a human being
what did she say?
by calling. She's like a planet of the
Can we put the picture up?
a planet of the
that's-
apes
but the
baby
thing
mixed
is-
with a Muslim or something like that.
They actually look alike, which is scary. Like
I
they
can
do
see
look
how-
like they favor each other. Like they
Don't say
could be
that.
sisters.
Don't you say that.
No, I could see how she
No.
thought the lady was
White.
Caucasian.
Okay, I thought you were about to say something else.
Yeah,
Don't say
I
that.
think. I mean,
I can see because she's light skinned. But she's
I don't
still,
know.
Yeah.
I think they kind of favor each other. They have the same eyes. I don't think either one of them look like Planet of the Apes or whatever she said, but
No,
but-
I just watched War for the Planet of the Apes. No,
No.
she
But
does
this is
not
the
have
thing,
any simian qualities.
No.
But I think it's such a fine line for comedians when you think about it, because as a comedian, they can get away with saying so much, but
Not anymore.
I know, and now it's like, gosh, you can't say anything. We're just in a different time, though. We're in a time where you have to be careful with what you talk
You gotta
about.
be careful about it. Everything.
You know, and
'Cause
it's
people
crazy.
take things the wrong way.
Like JJ, I recently found out that you are a poet.
Yeah.
And I saw one of my friends, Seth Walker, posted about him having to leave a poetry performance because it was just so heavy and intense with all the anger about feminism and homosexuality and the government. It's really intense. Now, the poet's job is to deliver and be a reflection of society.
Right.
So can you not talk about those things if that's what's really going on in society? And he ended by saying it's really tough to be funny in a poem.
Oh.
But it also, I think it has something to do with who their fan base is. I mean, if you go to a Roseanne comedy show, you already know what Roseanne is going to be talking about. So it's those type of people. You come to one of your poetry, if it's just you already know what type of poetry you're going to get, and those fans are going to come.
No, you don't. I've done some poems at Dolce. People's like, I didn't know you talk like that.
Well, the thing of it is because you have a catalog of stuff. You have a catalog of stuff. Like you go watch a comedian, you know what that comedian is going to talk about. And you go see him. Like you go watch Dave Chappelle.
I knew you were going to say that.
Dave
Chappelle
audience is different than any other audience. It's mixed, but it's majority Caucasian people in it. Because he talk about things that they want to hear. Most black people they don't think he that funny. They don't. You know, take for instance Bill Bellamy. Bill Bellamy is one of the funny guys, but his audience is mixed like that too. So a lot of black folks don't like his comedy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of black people that like when Bill sells out everywhere he goes. Now,
I work with Bill.
I know what I'm saying. I work with Bill. Bill is one of the best out there. But Bill comedy is so mature. It ain't he's mature. He talks at a different level when he's doing his comedy.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying now? Maybe that makes better sense. It's different. You know, he's at a different level.
I'm saying because I sincerely find him funny.
He's funny. Oh, he's naturally funny.
Yeah, he's
just a naturally funny guy. But I done seen Bill backstage with seasoned comics and telling them change this, change that, and it's gonna be much funnier. And I done seen where he changed one word in the whole skit and it made it different. But I'm just saying his audience is different. You're not going to go in there and see the same audience that a Dave Chappelle audience. They all different. Same you go to Ali Sadiq. You go to Ali show, it's a different audience. But you know what you're going to get when Ali's up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know because Ali might.
Ali will switch it up.
We don't know what you're going to get next week on the show. We got to go, fellas.
Okay.
It's time to go.
All right.
Y'all have a good one.
The Al Rucker Show.